Koei Tecmo, their game studio. And in all seriousness, they are amazing. They've made some really cool games that all have a similar style, but they're just really fun. They've made Attack on Titan for the PS4, Attack on Titan 2 for the PS4, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox. They made Dynasty Warriors and also Hyrule Warriors, which is the topic of today. Like really, like looking at Hyrule Warriors here, you guys did a great job, Koei Tecmo. But time for some stupid jokes.
Hyrule Warriors, only the greatest Zelda war game starring Link, Zelda, New Impa, Ganondorf, looking badass, and many more. Originally released on the Wii U in August of 2014, it was met with relatively solid reviews. The genre is hack and slash, and GameStop gave it a 4.5 out of 5. Hooray! Cause GameStop's important. Then there was Hyrule Warriors Legends, a 3DS port that has all the DLC released in 2016. Then, in 2018, the weekend before my birthday, which was a Tuesday, Nintendo released Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition for the Nintendo Switch.
These guys released the same game 3 times in 4 years, and I bought every version. I bought Hyrule Warriors in 2015, but didn't play it. I actually pre-ordered Hyrule Warriors Legends on the 3DS, and I played that to death, putting well over 100 hours into it. But I didn't even get like that far into the game. I just liked replaying the story mode over and over again. And then, in 2018, right before my birthday, Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition came out, and I got it for my birthday. And looking at the Switch log, it says over 50 or something hours in it. And all 3 of the games are amazing. And there's something great just about beating up all these bad guys, just as a Zelda character, you know. War.
The game has many parts in it, and it's a mixture of Dynasty Warriors gameplay and Zelda stories, characters, and stages. Dynasty Warriors, and therefore Hyrule Warriors, are hack and slash games mixed with RPG elements. Hack and slash means you get to mow down hundreds of enemies as some kind of unstoppable killing machine. And the RPG elements are you being able to craft materials to boost your skills and level up. The whole gameplay aspect kind of makes you feel like you're in a real war, but you have a sword and everybody else doesn't. Except for the super strong guys, who are other characters. They do in fact have weapons. Like Volga. He's a Zelda character who is one of the bad guys, and he's really cool. He can turn into a fire dragon.
The main campaign of the game is called Legend Mode, and it's the replacement for Story Mode. Pretty simple stuff. It's a lot of fun, and let's go through the first few missions. I won't be super spoily, I'll just go through the very beginning.
The game opens up with the princess having a bad dream. Then, whoopsies, bad guys are coming. They're led by Wizro, a wizard guy, and Volga, who I just talked about. The good guys whoop them a little bit, and then they run away.
Impa has a new design for this game, closest only to her Skyward Sword design, and Hyrule Warriors is the best design for Impa yet. I really hope they use this version of her in the future. I know that she looks super different in Age of Calamity, and I'm not the biggest fan of that design. I just like Hyrule Warriors Impa. Can we use her in the future games, please? Breath of the Wild 2, Impa becomes new Impa Deluxe.
So the bad guys got their spanking, and then they call out King Dodongo, who apparently got bigger from the last time we saw him. Link then kills him. But, don't worry, the Dong will be back. He comes back super often.
But while they were busy killing the giant monster, oh no! The princess has been kidnapped! Who could have foreseen this? Literally everybody. How could you not? Why'd you leave the princess alone? That's on you.
And that's the first level. Level 2. The gang of Impa, Link, and the Hyrule Warriors are trekking through a very weird-looking lava pit. How did they get here? I don't know. They just walked from their field and were like, hey guys, look, it's a cave! And everybody walked in. Oh well.
And then in the cave we meet Sheik, the weird-looking ninja Sheikah warrior. It's Zelda. Obviously, if you've played Ocarina of Time, you know it's Zelda. So now I just have a question. How do you be both a princess and a contortionist ninja? I feel like those are conflicting career choices.
In the caves, Wizro strikes again, and loses. Again. Level 3. We meet Lana, who was a white witch. She's a good guy. I think. And her forest is in danger. Wanna guess who's attacking?
Wizbro?
No, Wizro.
Damn it.
So the forest is set on fire, but then the Great Fairy comes out and poof, all the fire goes away.
Hooray!
So the bad guys flee again, and then Lana, Link, Impa, and Sheik decide to split up to look for them.
Without getting too deep into what Legend Mode is, the story is actually pretty interesting so far. You got a mystery, you got a war, you got a link, and there's also another piece that'll end up taking a lot of your time. Adventure Mode, which is even longer than Legend Mode. Uh-oh.
Adventure Mode is a huge map where you fight through challenges and go space by space, and there are multiple maps in the game. If you see, I've put 50 plus hours into this game, the majority on Adventure Mode, and I'm barely almost done with the first map. The difficulty of the game goes easy, medium, hard, and hero settings, and each map corresponds with one of the difficulties. It's very cool and a big part of the game, and it is a huge time killer.
So now that we know what the game is about and what it does and what there is to do for the most part, what do I think? I think it's really fun. Obviously, there's some stuff I don't really care about, like the My Fairy mode, but Legend Mode and Adventure Mode make it great for me. There's also a little thing called Challenge Mode, where it's just you can do specific challenge type things. You can even be Ganon if you really want to. I haven't spent too much time there. I don't really care too much about that. It's not as great as I thought it would be. And there's also Free Mode, which is Legend Mode, but you can use every character as opposed to being limited to a set few.
Even in the gameplay, there are so many cool little things. You can take materials from every enemy you beat, and you can use them on the skill trees that each character has. There's so many characters in this game, and each one feels different.
I said different, not fun. And some of these characters are, how do I say it, risque? Like, I know where the T rating came from. Like, geez, Zelda, put it away!
There are also boss fights in the game too. You can fight against a few monsters, like King Dodongo, who we mentioned earlier. They're nothing fantastic, but these fights are there, and they give it a little bit of an edge because the bosses are a lot stronger than you are.
Look guys, I just really like this game, okay? There's so much to do, there's so much to see. I hope Age of Calamity is as good, if not better, and it's shaping up to be that way.
With its sequel set to come out today, there's a lot to be excited for in both of these games. If you haven't played Hyrule Warriors yet, go play it. Play Age of Calamity first if you want to. The gameplay is roughly the same, and then go for the original. They're both on Switch, so there's no reason not to check it out.
Well, there are two reasons. One, you don't like Dynasty Warriors gameplay, which means you've never been that child who wanted to win a war by yourself. And two, you don't like Zelda, which means you've never had a soul. Hey, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Siah Originals. I very appreciate it. This game is one of my favorites of all time. I love Hyrule Warriors. I love being able to talk about it. I love being able to just sink my teeth into it a little bit. And Age of Calamity is looking to be so good, so I'm very excited for that. I hope you guys are excited as well. We have more stuff coming in the future. December is going to be a big month for us, and in 2021, if you don't know, I used to have a channel called SM22. I left that channel to start this one, and we are not shifting, but we are bringing that one back from the grave. It's going to be called Siah the Second. It's pretty much just going to be like more random, mostly gameplay stuff. Like this channel, Siah, is more organized, more like we have two shows, and we just go back and forth between them. And Siah the Second is just going to be like, whatever I'm feeling that week, I'll just blah. And I'll probably get an editor for that channel, like if there's any like series that I want to do, like a Let's Play series or whatever. For example, the gameplay that you guys saw, I did record myself, and I recorded my face cam during the whole thing, and I put those videos over on Siah the Second. I will put them out there within the next few months, actually. I'm hoping to get like a huge backlog so that when that channel drops, we can just have a bunch of stuff going. And it would be great if you guys could watch that. Thank you so much for that. Follow me on Twitter as well, and or not if you don't want to. I'm honestly not too active on Twitter or Instagram, really. Honestly, best place to keep up with updates and stuff is the Discord server. That is the best place to follow me, to follow what I'm doing, to know pretty much what it is that I want to do, it's up to you right there. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.